We are looking for an apartment in Mexico. Hi, broadcasting not live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. I found my new apartment in Morelia, Mexico, and I got it in 10 hours. It was shockingly perfect. I put up a video about 5 days ago about the method I used to find apartments in Mexico. I hit the jackpot in 10 hours. My lease here in Mazatlan doesn't expire for about 6 more months. I've been here a year and a half. I was settled in, but I was getting stressed about where am I going to live when I get to Morelia? In this process, with this method that I use, I found out something totally new, something that can revolutionize the way that you look for apartments in Mexico. And I will share this shocking new item at the very end of the video. Now, as I said in the apartment hunting video, my method is put up a message somewhere, let people know what you want, and let people come to you. Don't go looking, let the people come to you. In summary, I found an expat group in Morelia on Facebook. I posted a message that said I was looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and I was willing to pay $500 a month. The funny thing is, I got 3 messages immediately from haters on the expat group in Morelia, and they were saying, oh, well, we only use pesos, so if you're going to post this message, you need to repost it, not in dollars, but in pesos. This happened to me when I moved to Mazatlan also. There are always people in these groups, they know everything. One hater told me, oh, you'll never find an apartment at that price here in Morelia with those accommodations. Be ready for the haters when you post. Just ignore them. The response that really paid off was a response from Carlos Perez. And I don't use Facebook very much, so I got his message. He tried to send me some pictures of the apartment, but Facebook wouldn't allow him to do that. But in his message, I saw the little phone button. So I clicked the little phone, and it started to ring. Next thing, I'm on the phone with Carlos Perez. I start speaking it to him in Spanish, and he says, Bill, don't worry. I speak fluent English. This was a match made in heaven. We talked for about an hour. He sent me pictures of the apartment through my WhatsApp account, and the place was perfect. The place was really big with lots of windows in the living, dining room, kitchen area. 2 bedrooms, but the place only had 1 bath, but it's only me, so that was going to work out just fine. I fell in love with the place after I saw the pictures and talked to Carlos. Here's the real bonus part. Ends up Carlos was in the Airbnb business. He had dozens of properties all over Morelia with all different prices and all different types, apartments and houses also. Please leave a comment, tell us what you think. And if you liked the video, consider clicking the like button. And if you know someone looking for an apartment in Mexico, why not click the share button? Now, as I said, my lease doesn't expire for 6 more months. I thought that would be a problem. But if you're in the Airbnb business, people are coming and going and you're renting for 2 months or 3 months or a week or 3 days. So they're always renting those apartments, and they'll just get me in when I'm ready to show up. The place he had for me was 9,000 pesos a month, and that's $532 a month. Close enough. This is why in my ad I said $500 a month. When I sign my contract, I want to keep my contract at $532 a month. That way, every month we'll look at the value of the peso, and I will give him $532 worth of pesos. With the peso's value going up, today 9,000 pesos could be 532, but in 2 months 9,000 pesos might be $750. Now, at the beginning of this video, I said at the end of the video, I was going to give you a special bonus tip that I learned this time about looking for apartments in Mexico. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's Chicago time, Houston time. And we get together and we talk about the joys of living in Mexico. Click the subscribe button and click the bell so that you can get a notification for when we go live at 10 a.m. Saturday mornings. A woman named Lucy in Colima and Comala in Mexico took me on a 2-day tour of Colima and Comala. We spent a lot of time together. In an off conversation, she said, well, when you're looking for apartments, you really should check out Airbnbs. That really threw me off because I really didn't understand Airbnbs, and I thought that was all about 1 day, 2 day, maybe a week rental, and so I just kind of blew her off. But what she said is actually magical. How often have you looked for an Airbnb and you go to one Airbnb and it says, this one is owned by Jose Hector. And then you go to another Airbnb and say, this one is managed by Jose Hector. And then you go to another Airbnb and it says, oh, and this property is managed by Jose Hector. Apparently, Jose Hector is managing a lot of properties. If you go to Airbnb and find out someone who's managing multiple properties, contact that person for information, and you can have a lot of options for renting an apartment through those Airbnb rentals. You don't want to find somebody that has one property for rent. You want to find somebody that has about 20 properties. It gives you a lot more options, prices, number of rooms and bedrooms and bathroom. They can be much more flexible, and you're not stuck in one place. I think the Airbnb route is a valuable experience. Thank you very much for joining us today. We look forward to helping you find that next place to live in Mexico. We have many more videos to come, so click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.